Oregon, require in-person election day voting initiative. This is something that so many people in this country desperately want because they're like, oh, it's election fraud. It's always fraud. It's always fraudulent. It's always fishy if you allow mail-in because they're not in person. Reason why most people want like identification cards to be shown, like you have to prove your identity to the people running the election, the ballot offices before you can put in your ballot and your votes. I actually kind of like that to myself a little bit, is the idea of having a little bit more like hands-on accountability, making sure that people are actually straightforward and they're actually not lying and they really are who they say they are, right? I actually do appreciate and like that quite a bit, admittedly, but I don't really care if it actually is implemented or not personally. But I like it because it's a lot more secure, right? It's a lot more straightforward and you have a lot more peace of mind, I guess, that it's actually there's no, well, at least there's less fraud, I should say, going into the elections. There will never not be fraud with human beings being human beings, and especially Americans being Americans. It's inevitable. And the way the elections work in this country are just rigged anyway, so who fucking cares? So it's kind of the same thing, same basis. So if you have this, then you're probably going to have the ID thing too. However, I hate the idea so much of requiring people to be in person to fucking vote, because if you're gonna vote, you need to be able to have options to be able to vote, I think, personally. Again, you think about people, and everyone has to work as a cog in the corporate machine till the day they fucking die, right? So, as a result, how the fuck do they expect people to get their votes in if they have to be in person no matter what? And also, how many fucking locations can you really set up to actually, and can you even get in close to enough for people to actually get there? You know what I mean? So that's why I personally hate uh, this whole kind of a concept of requiring people to vote in person, because at least to me, it just doesn't make a lick of sense. An act relating to elections, amending the Constitution of the state of Oregon to prohibit vote by mail. Be enacted by the people of the state of Oregon. Section 1. The Constitution of the state of Oregon is amended by adding the following new section. Article 2, Section 25. Election procedures. 1. All elections held within the state of Oregon shall occur on a single day, designated as election day. That's how it always has worked. 2. Voting shall be conducted in person by those individuals who have registered to vote prior to election day, with the exceptions of verified absentee voters. Persons seeking to register to vote must provide proof of citizenship and other qualifications to be an elector. Yeah, in fact, there you go. There it is. Electors shall present valid photo identification at the time of voting. Again, this is just basically repeating the same thing, realistically. All voting shall utilize paper ballots. Completed ballots shall be maintained under a chain of custody. Each precinct shall hand count all ballots of electors present at the polling locations by 8 p.m. on election day under the observation of appointed witnesses. The general biennial election shall be a state holiday. Okay, so that's how they're going to try to cure the issue with no longer being able to mail and vote. Is it's going to be a state holiday, and therefore you wouldn't be working on the day that's election day.
I see.
It's still, you don't have enough, I don't think you could have enough facilities and locations to facilitate all the voters, though,
Well,
and get through them all in one day. I guarantee it's not going to work, because it's never worked on national elections either, right? So, the rolls, that's the incorrect rolls. It's ROLES.
You're right.
Not rolls. What is this, fucking cinnamon rolls?
Apparently.
Bread rolls? What are really fucking...
cinnamon rolls.
The fucking proverbial Skyrim sweet rolls?
Yeah,
while you get an arrow to the knee
of electors.
Right?
So they got to provide cinnamon rolls? No, I'm kidding.
The rolls of electors is your fucking belly ball. Yeah, your roll. The roll of a roll is to be et. That's bad, man. They've had since December 4th of 2024 to revise and fix that error, and they just haven't done it. People are that stupid these days.
Be locally controlled at a county level with the provisions to identity and delete duplicate registrations.
Yeah, and then section 2, this amendment shall be effective upon approval by the voters. Go figure. That tends to be how these work.